Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Stephen Warner. I'm 34 years old. I live in Cleveland, Tennessee. This is my second go around at Lee University. I was at Lee once before, around 2007, 2008, for youth ministry. I didn't succeed at that time, and I'm hoping to have a little bit different outcome this go around. Uh, like I said, I'm from Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm married. My wife and I, Jessica, have been married for 9 years. We'll hit our first decade mark in June. Hope it's the first of many decades that we are together. We just had our first child. We've got a beautiful baby girl. Her name is Willow, and our our story. Willow plays a huge part in our faith journey, and hopefully that's something I get to talk about a little bit later at another time and share with you guys. But I work for the Cleveland Police Department here in Cleveland. Um, I'm currently a detective. I've been with the police department for about 10 years. Uh, Before I was a detective, I was a patrol officer, but um, being a detective is not as cool as it sounds, and not nearly as cool as it is on TV. It's a lot of paperwork, a lot of reports, um, not much taking fingerprints and collecting cool evidence in the field. Occasionally we get to do that, but the majority of what I do is sitting behind a desk at a computer, reading reports and writing, and so it's TV makes it look awesome. It's a great job. I love it, but it's not what you see on TV. So some ministry things that I'm currently involved in. I'm a member of First Baptist Church here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Uh, we're a church of somewhere north of 7,500 members, so we're pretty large. There's plenty of opportunities to serve there. And one of the things that I do, I've started teaching 10th grade boys Sunday school on Sunday mornings. I know a lot of people, the hot buzzword now is small groups, but it's it's on Sunday morning, and it's to me it's always Sunday school. I'm a little old school with that, but so I've been teaching that, and it's 10th grade boys, and that's been great. Uh, the boys that I've got have been very responsive, and I'm seeing some growth in their lives, which is a huge encouragement to me. I've also started a men's discipleship group at the police department, which is also it's awesome to be in such a secular environment all the time and have four guys come and say, you know what, I love Jesus. I know it's probably not the coolest thing in the world to say in this setting. It's got a kind of a Christian principles and beliefs don't necessarily fit in a lot of law enforcement circles. So to have men stand up and say, you know, I want to dig into the scripture. Um, I want to I want to be in this accountability group, and I want to learn about Jesus. That's it. Just it blew me away. But that has also been very fruitful, and I've seen some growth in the guys that I work with that have started that with me. So that's been pretty awesome. And so Christian leadership. When I think about Christian leadership and the definition of Christian leadership, and some scripture that comes to mind, I think about, you know, of course, leadership just without the Christian in front of it. Leadership is you're in charge of a group of individuals, and they're under your charge to take on a path towards a specified goal. And Christian leadership is similar, but the word Christian kind of changes how we operate. Our groundwork is laid out by the Bible. And one of those scriptures that comes to my mind is in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, where Paul says, imitate me while I imitate Christ. And I think that's it. I think that's perfect. Um, Jesus Christ is obviously that is our perfect example. And Paul says, imitate me while I imitate Christ. So if I know that I am imitating Christ to the best of my ability, and I'm setting the example for others to imitate me because I know I'm imitating Christ, I think that's Christian leadership in a nutshell. I think a few ways that that's evidenced in the local church. My church, personally, I see it as, like I said, we're a very large church, and this Sunday we've got an event called Go Love Serve that's going on. We're going to mobilize 2,500 plus church members, and we're going to accomplish 100 plus service projects all in one day, which is just huge. And I think that's part of setting an example, and that's part of imitating Christ, because Christ was a servant above all other things. He was a servant, and he would always, if you read scriptures, you read through the Gospels, he would always usually meet a physical need, whether it was food, whether it was washing feet. He was a servant, and so for us to mobilize 2,500 people to go out and serve our community, I think that is a great example of Christian leadership through the local church. So that's my time's up for my introduction. I'm looking forward to this class. I hope we have a great time getting to know each other and learning more about Christian leadership. Thanks. Y'all have a great day.